Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like I've got everything set up now besides Slack.
Yeah, so I just pinged you in Teams the Slack self-service link.
Okay.
So you got VPN and you were able to VPN in, right?
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm connected to the VPN now. Yeah, I downloaded
Okay.
F5 and that
Yep.
that worked. Do I is there an order where I need to have F5 up first before I log in anything else, or doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter. VPN is not required for everything. It's only required for like Confluence or mostly internal stuff, but
Mhm.
for some reason SharePoint works outside of it and Slack works outside of it, so does Teams.
Okay.
So does Outlook actually. So the only time, well, I had to change that reference. I use it a lot more than I used to because I'm dealing with a lot more Sky stuff. So with Sky, you have to be on full tunnel VPN in order to gain access to their systems.
Mhm.
But for 75% of the things you do, you probably won't need VPN unless you're doing Confluence or what else?
I didn't get a chat from you in Teams.
You pinged me and then I saw it and I replied back.
Yeah, it's not showing a reply from me for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I did anything wrong. It's still showing me available and everything.
Oh, you know what? Because I pinged you on your contractor one, not your guest one. Can you look on the Comcast laptop?
Yeah, I'm on the Comcast laptop. It's
In
yeah.
Teams, go to chat, and you don't see my reply in chat.
No, I only see where I sent you a message.
Ah, that's bizarre. Okay, let me email you this link then.
Oh, yeah, I got access to my email. No, where am I going? Oh yeah, for the Jira and Confluence, it was saying that to something about a public link or something I might need, or I didn't quite look through that because you didn't mention me needing that. Something about if I wanted to make changes or something. There was a different way to request for that.
Mm, not sure actually.
Let me take a peek at it. Request access. Slack. Alter yeah, that's me, that's you, that's my ID. Yes. Let's take a look at what that said again. Okay, access request. That's submitted. Yeah, okay, it says if you need to edit tickets or do other work within a specific Jira project, you will need an increased level of access. You can obtain access from project admins for the desired project list. Of project admins can be found here, and there's a link.
Yeah, yeah. So that's for projects specifically.
Okay.
So we'll get you access now that you're in Jira. We'll get you access to the projects that you need access to.
Okay, sounds good. It says I've been accepted. All right. Yeah, I didn't want to touch too much without being sure. Okay. What? Why do you want me to search for a coworker? Don't just let me in. I don't know why it's making me do that.
Is this on the Slack thing?
Yeah, it's making me said find my workspace, but connected to a workspace. Why do I have to find a specific? Oh, it says
Just
search for a specific workplace.
yeah. So the workspace is sim.slack.com.
Yeah, it's already got me in to the Slack one, but it's saying who do you work with? Search for someone on your team, like your manager or peer, to see workplaces there. I'm like, why do I need to do? Why is it forcing me to do that? Search for a specific workplace. I'll just do that. CIM, right?
Yeah.
No, it's only showing, yeah, workplaces match. Yeah, okay, there we go. Is it the TPX organization?
Yeah, TPX.
Okay. Okay, join and launch. Do I have to do it this way every time, or is it not
No,
giving me?
no. You should very rarely have to log into Slack. It should automatically SSO you in, and then like there's occasions where they're doing maintenance and they bounce everybody's sessions, so you might have to just re-authenticate, but it's never going to be this complex.
Okay. Okay, it says I'm in. It
Ah,
says
yes,
I'm
I see.
it says I'm
Yep.
in, but I don't see anything. Click on that. Was that okay?
I just message you, see if it popped up.
Hold on.
Yeah, you probably won't see anything until you get added to groups. So the best you'll see is DMs and maybe some of the public groups, but you have to more or less join all the groups to get access.
Try to, I'm trying to open it up in the app. I'll be a lot. There we go.
Yeah, the app is the way to go.
Okay, don't have any direct messages or can this is choose a don't know anyone. um, no, all right. So oh, okay, there we go. So let me do that. Oh, yep, there you go. I see a DM from you.
Yep.
Nope,
All right, perfect.
that's wrong.
Got
But
it.
whatever. Do
Sorry.
I? Oh, yes, I am. I'm not in any channels or anything yet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ping Stephanie and Timey now and ask them to add you to all the channels that you need access to. Let's see.
And you said we'll be doing all text communication will basically be in Slack, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so most, when I say most, I mean nearly everybody is using Slack for communication. Very rarely are people communicating through Teams, although it only happens when there's meetings. So Teams meetings are where we do our calls, but then majority of our chats and combos are in Slack.
Okay.
All right, so Time is going to start adding you to the Slack channels. You'll start getting pinged left and right as she invites you.
Okay.
So it'll just alert you every time. All right. So actually, Stephanie said, can we do this while we're in a meeting so she can explain what all these channels are for?
That's fine with me.
Yeah. So maybe I'll set that up. All right, so let me just get on my checklist really quick and just confirm everything. So you got authenticator access, you're good there. Your laptop is set up, correct?
Yes.
VPN's good, we know that. Slack is good, we just tested. Email
Yes. That's all good.
and Teams.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you did the Jira self-service, correct? That one link, the 91 form that Eric sent?
Yes. Yeah. I did that for Jira and Confluence.
Confluence, perfect. SharePoint. Let me ping you a site. I want to see if I want to ping you this link. I want to see if you can access this. It's just a test. You don't need to file this away yet.
I do have access.
Okay. Good. That was just a test. So this is SharePoint. So since you have access to that, you should pretty much have access to everything in SharePoint.
Okay, I'll save this.
And let's see.
Should I just call this X class?
You don't have to save that yet. That was just a test. I
Oh,
don't know where they're if they're using a SharePoint. So I created that myself
okay.
because they didn't have a space that I could put some documentation in that I wanted to use to track. So that's what you're looking at there is our Q2 commitments.
Okay.
So that's all the work that the team is either committed or not committed to for the quarter. All right. And I want you to test this link. I want you to try and SSO into this and see if you can log in. Anything with an external link, like Smartsheets, for example, most of them you should only SSO in. And when you get to that page, it should bring up like multiple options. It'll say login as Microsoft, login as company. Either one of those will work, I believe. I generally click login as Microsoft because then that'll be an SSO connectivity. I think login as company is the same thing, but I generally get better responses from using the Microsoft one.
It automatically logged me in. I didn't have to do anything.
Oh, sweet. Okay, good. You can see the sheet?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So that's good. So that works. I'm trying to test some of your connectivity here.
Uh,
And then
do I have to leave the default browser as a um whatever Microsoft's one's called?
no,
Okay.
Edge or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you can I use Chrome mostly.
I was just making sure I could download stuff without getting in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pretty much use whatever browser. I think Chrome gives you the best coverage as far as like all the sites are work with all the sites function in Chrome. Like I prefer Safari, but I know Safari is generally not as friendly with some sites, so I always get a go response with Chrome.
Yep, that works there. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Yeah, that works. Do I need to save this one?
No, that was just a test.
Okay.
So Timing Stephanie will probably have links for you to save. I don't because I'm not tracking at the level that they are.
Okay.
So they'll probably share all that. All right, cool. So I think I want to say we're good to go. So what I would like to do is set up so Stephanie is setting up a KT to walk through the Slack channels with you. So she may include me or she may not. I'm not really sure. I don't think it's important that I'm there or I'm not there. So I would just, whatever she invites you to, try and make.
Okay.
Did you also see in your email all the meetings that I forwarded you?
There are meetings on my calendar.
Yeah, so in your inbox, you should see like all the invites that I sent you, all the series. I would accept all of those. Those are going to be all the meetings that you're going to need to go to.
Yeah, I think they're all already on my calendar because these were going back all the way to, I've got emails going back all the way to the 22nd of March.
Yeah.
So I think they're all already on my calendar. I can go through them real fast just to make sure. That's a long time ago.
Can you also try dialing into this meeting from your company laptop?
Yes, I could try to do that.
Okay. I want to make sure that connectivity works.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
What's the date? Today is the 3rd. Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha. Cool. Let me make sure that worked. That worked. All right, good. I think that's pretty much it, actually.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wait. All right, yeah, we're gonna get the calendar. So tomorrow, I'll be the daily scrum at, was it 9:30?
Yeah. So their meetings start at 9:30. So there's two 15-minute back-to-backs there. There's the Zumo TV call at 10:30. Oops.
Yeah, there's it's two back-to-back ones basically.
Yeah, two back-to-back. So the Zumo TV daily scrum is where the teams are calling out pretty much, this is a cross-team meeting where teams are calling out specific uh, iterations or basically builds that they're trying to get to.
Mhm.
And then the Zumo TV program biweekly at 11 is a biweekly readout at the program level for status. So it's pretty much you just need to listen in on both of those. There's no action required there.
Okay. I will do that.
And I think that's it. That should be it for that day. So for tomorrow. So what I'm trying to do now is set up a meeting with the leaders. God damn it. That's my fucking link.
Will there be any direct training material, or pretty much be me shadowing and asking questions as they come about?
Yeah, so Stephanie and Tommy will pretty much do all of that with you. Mostly Stephanie, I believe. And so she'll walk you through pretty much everything. And then at least what I think she'll do is you'll shadow her for a week, she'll shadow you for a week, and then you should be good to go.
Okay.
So I would expect at the end of this week, if we were to set a loose goal, I would say that you should at least have context to majority of the things that you're working on. Let's call it 75% of the things that you're responsible for, you at least have context on. So understanding the teams, understand what they're doing, understand your role for that specific call.
Mhm.
And then by the end of the following week, so the 14th, I would expect that you're running, if not all, majority of the things that you should be doing, with Stephanie's help. And then by the 21st, I would expect you to be a full-time expert.
Okay.
I was just kidding about that.
Well, yeah, I will definitely be, yeah, as we talked about earlier, if there are any questions come up, I'll definitely ask and um, make sure I have a good grasp on everything. And I just got, oh, for tomorrow, she wants to do that. I think I just got an invite. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she said she was gonna reach out.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it automatically adds them. I don't have to. Oh, never mind. There is the accept button.
Yeah, it'll add it to your calendar tentatively,
Oh,
but you have to accept it in order for it to be on your calendar as accepted.
okay. Yeah. Yes, yes. I mean the one I'm in right now. A little late of a notice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. All right, I'm also going to put a meeting tomorrow for 3:30. It looks like most of the leaders are available to do a meet and greet.
Okay. I definitely like this calendar. It makes everything real easy. I am literally in that meeting room.
Okay. All right, so I sent that. So we'll do that 3:30 tomorrow. All right, awesome. Well, I have to admit, you are light years ahead of where we were with the last person at this time. So kudos to you.
I've spent a lot of times on computers growing up, so kind of used to it.
Awesome. Yeah, so for tomorrow, what I would do is join all those meetings, just listen in. Obviously, most of it's going to go over your head, and that's to be expected. Um, maybe make some notes of things that you think sound like something you want to either learn, and then bring that up to Stephanie. Stephanie, like I said, she is the subject matter expert here, so I lean on her when I have issues or questions, things like that.
Mhm.
And she's motivated to help you because she needs to pull herself out of this. So the faster, or the at least the best way that she can get you up to speed as quickly as possible is going to be her path. So it's probably going to be a lot of work in the beginning here just to get up to speed and figure out what's going on. Whatever you are just not sure of, let me see if there's any sort of, I think Tommy was pulling that wiki together.
Mic off.
So I think at a minimum, you can probably start poking through this wiki that she has, which
Mic on.
shows like all the teams and stuff. It's probably outdated, and I think that's what she was saying in the meeting today. But it'll at least give you a roundabout way of understanding kind of where these teams are from a directional perspective. I know it's kind of like pretty crappy that you're joining at a time where things are sort of in flux and floating around, but I feel like now is much better than it was maybe a couple weeks ago when we were trying to do all this.
I mean, it's
But
it's
yeah,
part of it. I mean, I'll definitely try to adapt as soon as possible. And yeah, just gonna learn all the terminology and everything that's going on, and then I should be ready to go.
Cool. The other thing I wanted to send you, and I'll send this to you in Slack. So if you type that command in, right, you use if you use a slash in Slack, it pulls up all the commands. So if you type /CIMDEF space, and then you put the acronym in. So for the acronym example, I'll use RDK. If you put RDK and you hit enter, if you did this in any message, it only appears to you. It doesn't appear to anybody else. But generally, I use this for myself, and I ping myself in my own little message to figure out what the acronyms mean. Because, like I said, Comcast is the acronym capital of the world, and so I think this, like 90% of the time, this is going to get you exactly the definition that you're looking for. But obviously the context is going to be missing, or sometimes it's even put in there. It says, it tells you what it is. Like there's a definition there. So use that. I use it a lot still to this day when sometimes people reference things that I'm not sure about. But this will be really helpful, I think, in
Oh,
you figuring out exactly what these things
yeah,
are.
that's going to be useful. I like that. Yeah.
It's really useful. I use it all the time. Someone showed me the first day I joined 5 years ago, and I still use it.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's a little tip and trick. Trying to think if there's anything else. Just going through my notes here. Okay, cool. I think we're good. So questions, concerns, comments, feedback, anything you want to go over?
So for tomorrow, I just follow the schedule and just listen in. And later in the day, that's when I'll set up everything in Slack with Stephanie, correct?
Yep. So we'll do that in the afternoon. We'll also do the meet and greet tomorrow with the leaders, so that way they can put a name to the person that you are and what you'll be doing for the teams. I pretty much preface that in the meeting out invite, but we'll just chit chat. They're all super nice, and that's what I think you'll find here is everybody's like really nice, really approachable, not a lot of bullshit, to be honest with you. You know, just the general like work is always crazy, right? But for the most part, like you have a lot of support around you, a lot of people that will help you, and have no doubt in my mind that you're going to get up to speed rather quickly. Just because you got onboarded so quickly. I was expecting this to go into tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So that's a positive thing. So all good signs.
Yeah, try to get everything taken care of as quickly as possible. I think I just got invited to another meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 4th,
She put that for Friday.
Friday.
So we'll do the meet and greet tomorrow, and then Friday it looks like she wants to set some expectations with the leaders there, which is fine. That'll give you at least time to start to get some context. You'll meet with Stephanie between then multiple times, I imagine, and at least have a small understanding of what's going on here. If at any point you think things are just like going way too wacky and you're not really sure what's going on, just let me know. Like I said, communication is paramount to success. So if you tell me things are going well, I will take you at your word. If you tell me things aren't going well, then I will definitely help you out. But I can only paint the brush with the colors that you give me. So if you tell me that it's blue, I will paint it blue. But if you're telling me it's red and it's supposed to be green, then I won't know, right? So you got to help me understand like what you're feeling and how you think you're getting up to speed. If there's anything that I can do to help you, like this is what I'm here for. So there's nothing wrong with being honest and saying, hey, I just don't understand this, or can you please help me understand what we're trying to do with this specific project? Those are the things that if I can't answer, I can help get you the answer too. But there's nothing wrong with saying that you don't understand. There's nothing wrong with saying, can you please repeat this? There's nothing wrong with asking questions that you think maybe are stupid, right? Because at the end of the day, everyone's here to help you get up to speed and make sure that you have the easiest transition possible. And even more so, Stephanie's motivated to help you because she also wants to roll off of what these daily activities are and exist at the program level a little bit higher for her leader. So everyone's here to help you. You just got to tell us which direction that you need to go as far as learning, and we'll get you there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I will definitely do that. And I appreciate that culture, and I will definitely, if anything comes up I need clarification on, I will definitely ask.
Awesome. And people are definitely going to ask you when they should expect you in Comcast, like in the physical building. And so just make sure that you're clear that you're not going to be there for maybe at least a couple weeks. I wouldn't set any expectation unless you clearly know what that expectation is. So just keep that in mind when you're answering that question, because people are going to say, oh, are you in Philadelphia? And you're going to have to go through that whole process. So just make sure that you are clearly stating exactly when they should expect to see you or not to see you, right? Depending
Right.
on what that situation is.
Right. Yeah, I'll definitely do that and keep you updated on everything.
Yeah, cool. And like I said, there's no rush either. Like I already talked to Eric about this, and we both agree that it's not paramount that you make it into the office every day. But I think that when you have the opportunity, it probably makes sense that you interface with the teams. You'll see that some people are being way more flexible with this office policy than others are. I personally, I like the flexibility because I have a young son at home who's not in daycare, so we're sort of having him watched here while I'm at home, and or if my wife's not here, someone's here watching him while I'm doing work. So it works out for me pretty well. And so I set some very explicit expectations with Eric, who's my leader, and told him, here's what you should expect from me. And as long as I keep up that end of the bargain, then he's happy with what's going on. So
Yeah,
I
well,
know,
yeah, I will definitely keep you in the loop, and anything comes up, I'll let you know. And if we need to work out anything, I'll definitely let you know. I'm definitely working on things right
cool.
now. So yeah, I'll definitely, again, I'll definitely communicate everything on every level. I appreciate that atmosphere. It's not always like that. So this is a welcome change.
Yeah, no, for sure. What was I going to say? When you eventually want to make it into the office, there's a whole process. We're going to have to get you a badge, make sure that you have a seat and things like that. So we haven't done all that yet, obviously, because we need you physically there in order to do that. So when you think a lead on a time where you think you're going to be up here, then just let us know and we'll schedule a time where Eric and I can be there, or just myself, whatever, to make sure you get a badge, make sure I walk you around, show you the building. It's a pretty cool building. I don't know if you've ever seen it in pictures, but there's two buildings next to each other for Comcast. We're in the Comcast Technology Center, which is the newer building that's on Arch Street. So it's a pretty neat building.
I don't. Yeah, I think I've seen pictures. I don't think I've been to Philadelphia a couple of times. Don't think I've seen it in person.
Yeah, so the Technology Center was, I'm trying to remember, was that 18? Was it like 5 years ago? It might have been like 5 years ago, right before I joined as a full-time employee is when the building opened. And when I joined the building, it was only partially open because they were still finishing up some of the floors. So I was sort of in between this building and another building. So I was kind of like floating back and forth until everything got transitioned. But there's the Comcast Center is the main headquarters, and then Technology Center is right next door to it. So they're on the same campus, if you will, and there's all sorts of amenities and shit down around there. So it's pretty easy to find lunch. Even inside the building, there's a whole cafeteria downstairs, which is open to the public, or upstairs, which is private, which has a ton of dining options. I don't really know like what you're into as far as food's concerned, but you can get sushi inside, or Indian food, or a whole tacos, like whatever you're kind of feeling is pretty much what they got.
Oh, nice. The NBC building is that also in Philadelphia, or is that in New York?
Yeah, so they're in our building.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
their main headquarters is in New York, 30 Rock, but their Philadelphia outpost is in the Technology Center. So they're on the 12th floor.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's where I remember. Okay, yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. All right, cool. So like I said, questions, concerns, just hit me up on Slack anytime. Doesn't really matter what time it is. I'm generally available for the most part. But I will always get back to you if I see your message and at least tell you like, hey, I'm busy. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, sounds good. I appreciate that.
Awesome. All right, Walter. Well, it was really good. Really good to see that you're up to speed here so far. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I think tomorrow we'll probably shed a little bit more light into what you're going to start getting into soon.
Okay, yeah, I will. Do I need to check with anyone before the 9:30 or
No,
just
I would just pop in and you don't have to announce yourself. You can just kind of sit and be a fly on the wall for those.
okay? Sounds good.
Cool.
Okay, will I see you at all tomorrow?
I normally don't attend those meetings. I actually have a conflict. Even if I was to say I would make it there, I have a 9:30 with something else tomorrow. So I probably won't be in those meetings, but you can feel free to hit me up if you see me online or whatever, if you need something.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
I'll see you.
Later.
So what the hell? I'm gonna shut this thing off. So I gotta talk to those bastard recruiters and make sure I can do my timesheet right. No. So you're saying I just have to keep the laptop on, even though they're not checking anything?